Hey guys, this is DBDGamerGirl here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're back from my previous video, thanks for your support. And if you're new, please like and subscribe to support my new channel for new Dead by Daylight content. So here I'm trying to level up Claudette because after the teachable bond from Dwight, I think the next thing I'm going for is the self-care from Claudette. One of you guys recommended a couple of different perks to level up next, so I think that's the one I'm going to go for next. But I do decide ultimately to play this match with Dwight because I just have a lot of items and all of the perks there, so at least for the first match I decided to be him. So yeah, let's get into some gameplay. I see all the survivors started out pretty close together here. I'm going to try to go to a generator as the first thing. So I did find one to start working on here, and I see that person is coming to help me. Our spine chill went off, so we kind of ran off to avoid the killer. But here you can see I looked around everywhere and I didn't see the killer, but then they kind of came out of nowhere and hit me. I swear that Michael Myers always sneaks up on me. Like every time it's that killer, I just start off on a bad note. The closest thing that I found is a locker, so I do end up going into that here. I was trying to wait it out for a while because my spine chill was still getting activated. And here I noticed them standing outside and I thought that they were mind gaming me and they saw that I was in the locker, but it turns out that they were just DCing. I'm not really sure why they disconnected there. Hopefully nothing that I did. So that was kind of a pointless match, but I did get a lot of blood points from that. I think people had that cake offering. Now I switched to being Claudette, and I'm using the self-care and the resilience, and a flashlight, which I don't think I ended up actually using in this match. I'm pretty bad with the flashlight. I think it takes a lot of practice to actually be able to use it to blind the killer. So I start working on a gen here. A couple of people come to help me, but then we run off. I don't have spine chill here, but because the other people ran off, I assumed that the killer was nearby. And here my heartbeat is going off like crazy, so I'm trying to just blend in here. I know a lot of the other DBD gamers call her Blendette. And it seems to work pretty well, although I don't think the killer actually came near me, even though it sounded like it. And here I'm just trying to unhook this person, and I thought they were following me to get healed, but it turned out they just kind of got lost, so I guess they were maybe trying to get off that saw headpiece thing that they have on. So since I saw that they didn't need to be healed, I decided to get the crown, because I don't have a crown for a Claudette yet. And I go back to working on this gen. I finish up the gen, and then I basically try to go towards unhooking that person who unfortunately looks like they're hooked in the basement. But thankfully that other person fixes a gen, so I assume that the killer goes that way. That must have been incredibly loud. And I have a slight heartbeat here, so I was waiting to see if the killer was coming, but it faded, so we do run off together. And I do get a safe rescue. And here I have a question for you guys. I realized the killer was closer than I thought it was, so I decided to go into a locker, but it literally slammed shut. And I don't really know the difference between why sometimes you go into the locker quietly and why sometimes it slams shut. So if you guys can let me know what causes that difference, that would be great. And I was hooked and this person rescues me. And I run off to do some self-healing in a corner. And then I get right back to the generators. And here I thought this person was coming to get healed, but they just did a circle and then started running back. So I assume they're going back to save the person that's on the hook. So I just continue working on this gen because we only have one left. After saving that person, they come back, and I guess the person got hooked again in the meantime. And they just run off in a corner here. I'm not really sure what they're doing over there, but I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to finish this gen. And the exit is ready. And it's just the two of us left in this match now, so I'm just trying to get to the exit, but the killer came already. That was such a pointless pellet drop. Probably should have dropped that pellet there. I actually didn't see it at the time. And they put that saw thing on me again. And here you guys will see that because they try to take me down to the basement, I end up wiggling out and I run off. I mean, they did pass some hooks along the way, which they could have used, but I guess they wanted to ensure that I die, so they went too far. I ignore these things to get off the headpiece for now and just try to book it to the exit. And there they are following me and get downed again. I'm not really sure what the other survivor is even doing at this point. They could have opened the exit gate in this time. And you can see in my screen they're just crouching down. Bruh. And I checked after the match to see what happened to them, and they did escape, so I assume that they were crouching near the hatch and just let me die. Is it just me, or does stuff like that really annoy you guys? It's like they could have come and tried to save me, but they chose not to and just like waited to get out of the hatch. I guess it's like a strategy thing, but what actually gets more blood points? Does escaping through the hatch get you more blood points, or would it be saving me, us opening the gate and exiting, even if it was potentially more risky? Let me know, because I wonder about people's strategy sometimes and why they do the things they do. Did someone just drop a pellet for no reason? So I start working on this gen near the exit gate. Probably not the best one to start with, but everybody joins me here until the killer interrupts us. I do escape and I go into a locker to wait it out a little bit. But then I end up going back to the gen that we were working on. I think like a lot of people sometimes they just, abandon the gen entirely. Whereas if the killer is out of that area, it's probably best to just go back and continue working on that since you made so much progress on it already. And this person is following me, which is just so much pressure because honestly, I have no idea where I'm going. But thankfully, I was able to find a gen. The killer did find us, so we ran off and I went to a different gen. And here you can see them running by with the killer chasing them, so I just evacuate the area again and go and decide to hide in this locker. I don't really know what that hex thing is on the right of the screen. Does that mean that my position is exposed? I didn't want to have that locker issue again where the killer just grabs me from the locker, so that's why I exited before they opened mine. Fix the last gen, and someone is hooked at this point, so I try to go to save them, but then the killer comes after me, and in the meantime, someone else unhooks them. So I decide to head for the exit now. Still chasing me. Now all 4 of us are in this area. This person's opening the gate and we're all kind of running around trying to evade the killer. the killer downs this person, but then just leaves them to try to get to the other two people that are going into the exit. And they do end up wasting a lot of time here. So I'm pretty much done healing with this person by the time they come back.
Run.
So yeah, I'm not really quite sure why they missed there. Like, it seemed like it should have hit me, so was that a glitch? I don't know, but we all ended up getting out, which was pretty cool. And I do get a lot of points out of this match. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thanks again for watching. Let me know what else you guys might want to see. I do kind of like this format of showing the different games and what I thought about them later and kind of my afterthoughts on the matches that I had. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you're new to the game like me, let me know of the stuff that still confuses you and what things you find interesting or annoying in the game. And if you're an expert, let me know about some of the answers to the questions that I kind of asked along the way. Maybe it'll help me understand better and kind of perform better as a survivor to have more information on that. And also, if any of you guys play as the killer instead of the survivor, let me know of the killer mindset and how that kind of goes, because like I've said in my previous video, sometimes it's hard to tell what's going on with the killer at times. So thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye guys.